Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you guys here on this 23rd, Tuesday, the 23rd of April, 2024. Thank you for tuning in. Now, the first part of this show, I'm going to go over the markets real quick and what's going on in the world. And then I'm going to take you guys to the but the scrapyard. I'm looking for a jack today. I found a jack. Got it pretty cheap, too. It's the first chance I've had since the snow has melted to get into the scrapyard and take a look around. That's one of the places I like to go shopping. You know, it's where they've scrapped all of the stuff that used to be good stuff that we had. And they take it in and they tear it down. Things like I've seen everything, old cash registers in there, old plows, everything else. Anyway, we're going to go there. And so stay tuned. That's the second half of the show. I wanted to talk about this. The Supreme Court seems poised to uphold local bans on homeless encampments across the United States. Now, you guys remember my show about 4 years ago, before we had any homeless crisis whatsoever, I said there's going to be a homeless crisis. And it was hard to believe at the time. I said there'd be homeless cities and encampments and everything else. Well, I'm here to tell you it's going to get a whole lot worse. And the government here what they want to do is, I'm quoting it, quote unquote, from this article. It says they want to punish people for sleeping and camping outdoors. What else choice do people have if they're homeless? Except outside. Well, the shelters are all over full. And they're not really, are they, big question mark, are they safe in the shelters? And they want to punish, it says governments can punish people for sleeping and camping outdoors. Questions around when local governments can punish people. Why do you want to punish people? You know, and this is going to be a problem that's going to grow so big. Oh my goodness, there's going to be millions. It's going to be more than they can handle. And that's why they're thinking now, hey, you know what? We got to punish people. But the Supreme Court's going to judge on it. It says so that a majority of the Supreme Court appeared inclined on Monday to uphold a series of local ordinances that allow a small Oregon city to ban homeless people from sleeping or camping in public spaces. Well, if they do it there, it'll go everywhere. And there's going to be millions of people. Where are they going to go? If they have ordinances to ban them from sleeping, to ban homeless people from sleeping. So how long can they stay awake? That's what I want to know. Or camping. Sleeping, camping, in quotations and parentheses. Maybe you guys think I'm making a big deal about this, but if you knew how many homeless there's going to be, and because of government policy. Who was it that said that if we allowed a central bank, that basically we would be, our children and their children's children, or something to that effect, to quote, would be basically sleeping in a ditch. And there you go. But there's going to be like 20 to 40 million more. Now we got to move on because this is going to be a big show. Because the first half is what I'm doing right now. So stay tuned. It's going to get more interesting. Artificial general intelligence, what is it? It's the next generation of AI. And I'm going to tell you what, it is going to be so fast. So, picture if you desired to build a house, and you thought about it for 5 whole years, planned it, found the piece of property, made all these plans, planned every room inside the house, planned the yard, planned everything, planned how much it was going to cost, everything else. Took you 5 whole years of planning. Artificial general intelligence could do all of that planning, perhaps way better than you could even, within 5 minutes, what would take you 5 years. Speed. See, in a way, we're kind of like artificial general intelligence ourselves, because we're consciously aware, we think, we are able to make decisions without the help of others. So we're sentient, just like artificial general intelligence would be sentient. But there's a big difference: is our minds do not work fast like a computer. You ever watched your computer doing math? Your desktop PC, how quick it can do math, or how quick it can go through files? Have you ever scanned it? Have you ever bought an antivirus program, and the antivirus program scans your computer and it might take 5 minutes or something? You ever looked at the thing as it going through the different files? Going through every digit in those files within a matter of seconds. Speed. Now the silver price today is $27.20. It's up 7 cents. Gold today is at $23.21. It's down $5.50. So we've taken a hit on the precious metals, but this things never go up in a straight line, even if they're in a bull market. So I think the precious metals are still in a bull market, and it would take an awful lot of deflation to pull them out of it at this point, I think. Cryptocurrency today, I'm not saying we can't get a lot of deflation. If the Fed continues raising rates higher and higher and higher, sooner or later the deflation will come along. Bitcoin's at 66,700. It was 666,000. I mean 66,606. It was earlier today on a show I did that I'm going to post. I did a show earlier this morning. Meant it for this channel here, but I think I'm going to post it over on Delta Report, because I'm going to do something a little bit more interesting on this channel here today. Ethereum's at 32.38 and XRP's at 55 cents. Now the Dow Jones today is up 273 points at 38,513. Taking a look at crude oil is at 82.28. It's up 38 cents. And our bond yields are falling today. We're looking at a 10-year that's fell 2.9 basis points, and it's landing in at 4.59. And a U.S. 30-year at 4.71. It's fell a half a basis point. Now, to finish it off, we're taking a look at the U.S. dollar index, which is dropping. It's dropped a half of a penny, 40.43 at 105.65. So that's the first half of the show. Stay tuned. I'll be right back with the second half, clipped right in right here. I'm going to splice it in on the video editor. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're going on a little adventure this afternoon. Beautiful sunny day out. Boy, look. A nice blue sky today. We're going on a little adventure. Now what I got is I got a handful of pizza I had last night. It's dressed from the pizza box. It's crusts and stuff. Now I'm going to put it out for the crows. I got this old trash box out here. Show you this old trash box right here. And I put stuff out here for the crows. Well, they'll love that. They see me. They watch from the treetops and stuff. And I don't see any around here right now. But they will be here. Take my word for that. So we're gonna get started. Oh, I'll tell you what our little adventure is gonna be. As I'm running into town, I'm gonna find some jacks. I'm gonna get some jacks, used ones, scissor jacks. Points of interest. Here in Nova Scotia, we still have a lot of small farms. See, here's a small farm right here. Hey. And he can't be working with any more than maybe, I don't know, maybe 100 acres. You can see on his back here, there, he's got some horses up near the back of the wood line right there. Let's see if I can hold the camera steady enough. Those could be deer feeding back there. Hard to tell from this distance. I see a couple of them feeding on the back 40. This little camera can zoom a long way, can't she? Anyway, let's move on. Oh, I'll take you guys down and show you guys the river. Here's near the woods. Power lines right here, and they're working on this. It's a Stewiacke River. This is toxic plants. It says toxic plants remain on trails and exercise caution, especially when walking with pets or children. Hugweed, angelica, and cow parsnip can be found. Do not touch plants. They contain chemicals that cause serious device and skin. We'll talk about the hugweed. I'm not going to venture off. Maybe I better lock the car up just to be sure. See, there's another small farm over there. A bit hard for me to see what's in the viewfinder because it's so bright out today. Oh, there we go. Okay, let me back it up. Gotta hold the camera real nice and steady. Yeah, I'll lock the car. We'll walk down to the water. There we go. Oh, my keys. No, just kidding. Oh, I got my keys in my pocket. That would be a pretty bad thing for me to do. I'd have to walk home. It's probably 2 miles away to get back home again. Or call a locksmith or something. There's shade in here. Trail. I like those poisonous plants, so I don't think I'm going to be venturing off the trail too much. But it's not far down here to the water. I think somebody's coming in here. Glad I locked the car. I don't know what they're up to. Well, we're going to get a nice view down here. This is a tidal river, and so what happens is let's see, go down this bank. Mud flats. It's a very dangerous river because a tidal bore comes in through here. In fact, the largest, highest tidal bore in the world. Look at that. And there's the Trans-Canada Highway up there. You can see it's a really nice day here today. Hardly a cloud in the sky. Well, this is the kind of weather that leads to forest fires because things dry out. Look at the mud cracking. Just that quick. It's drying out. It dries out. It's just weird the way the sun dries things out now. Driving through Brookfield. We're coming into Brookfield. We just come out of the woods, and now this is the big city. Oh, actually, this is Brentwood. We're almost in Brookfield. See, the leaves are not on the trees yet. The trees are starting to bud. All this hay out back. This place. This guy's throwing all of his hay down into the woods down there. What good is that? It'll waste it down in there. All rot. There's a pretty little lake he's got here on a part of his farm. Well manicured. He's always kept that farm well manicured. These are all a lot of small farms. Not all of them are farms. Some of them are just residences, but now we're just on the outskirts of Brookfield. An old church. Oh, that's a community hall. Comes a school bus. Got a load of gravel. Getting ready to re-gravel this driveway. It is pretty out today, you know. Nice, really nice day. Nice spring day. He got his Canadian flag flying there. Looks like in the bottom of the telephone line there, they're putting in new internet cable. See it hanging there with those yellow things? Looks like they're stringing a new internet cable. Old abandoned house. There's a light on the porch, so somebody's living in there. They need to put some paint on that house. Wow. I thought it was abandoned. Okay, now we're coming down into Brookfield. I gotta watch my speed, because they'll really nab you. Did you know here in Canada, 50 kilometers over, and which is 30 miles an hour over the speed limit, and it's a $2,500 fine and 6 points off your license, and they take your vehicle away and impound it. So man, you got to watch your speed limit here in Canada, because they mean business. Downtown Brookfield. There's that store saying the site. This is it. This is downtown Brookfield, and this is the famous Brookfield Bakery. Not much of a looking place, but let me tell you what, they can cook in there. This is a really good bakery, and this is the biggest deal of this town of Brookfield. I always make fun of Brookfield. You know, I say when they come here, they saw a brook in a field and they named it Brookfield. You guys have probably heard me say that. Take a look. Now you know where I'm talking about Brookfield. Here's the side of that building that says, it says no hunting. I don't know if you guys can see that. Right on the side of the building. What's people gonna do? Hunt right in downtown? Go hunt? But this is downtown. So we got one traffic light. That's it. It's one corner here. This is it. This is downtown. Anyway, we're gonna move on. Well, guys, the scissor jacks are all gone. And replaced them with wheels, and I'll show you where the jacks were. They were right in here. They got a few of these. Ah, wait, there's one here. One here. One they missed. Son of a gun. There must have been 500 of them in there. They missed one. So I got one. After all. There's where I was. In there. Getting the stuff. Well, I got the jack. I got one. That's all they had left.